What's up guys, Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and this is going to be my video of my top 10 favorite lock screen themes of July 2012. Now this is the first episode of the top 10 for lock screen themes. This will be a continued series, and I will cover specific lock screens in between each month to month as we go here. This is just something I've been wanting to do. So be sure to check the description. I'll also have previous top 10 tweak videos and also my top 10 favorite tweaks of all time and all that good stuff. So be sure to check the description for those videos. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Now these lock screens are not ranked in any kind of order. They're not best to worst. It's just completely random. And coming in at number 10 is called LS Swim. And as you can see, this lock screen actually has a kind of a bit of humor to it, as you can see with the text right there. Also displays the day of the month, the day of the week, and also the year there. And if you look very closely, you can see that this is a animated lock screen with the analog clock right there. As you can see, the second hand is scrolling around. And again, this theme is called LS Swim. Coming in at number 9 is called LS Clock Digital. As you can see, it's a simple digital clock. It is in 24-hour format. Also, it shows the outside temperature, it shows the month, the day, and then the day of the month. And it also includes on the right hand side there a weather widget, which does look very good in my opinion. A very simple lock screen, but it does look great. Again, it's called LS Clock Digital. The next theme on this list is called LS Glass, and I think the reason why I like this theme so much is because of the background. It's just a great photo of, I'm not sure what city that is, but it looks really good. And the blur effects to the photo, it adds some really cool depth to this background. Now, as you can see, this theme also features a digital clock with weather. Also, it shows the month, the year, the day of the week, and the temperature outside in the upper right hand corner. And that is LS Glass. Coming in at number 7 is called LS Blueprint. As you can see, it's basically like a blueprint of a Apple logo. It's got a very small slider that just looks really good. Also in the upper left hand corner there, it displays the time, the day of the week, the month, the day, and then also a very tiny little weather widget. And the thing I like about the weather widget so much is, one, it's really small, but it's got really simplistic looking icons to display the weather. And one more thing to add for this theme, for everybody that was asking me about the status bar with the faded line, this is the lock screen theme that I had on, just an FYI. And again, it is called LS Blueprint. Coming in at number 6 is called LS City Day-Night Animated, and this is definitely one of my most favorite lock screen themes, simply because it's hard to see, but the moon is in there, and it will slowly go across the screen throughout the night, and then during the day the sun will come up from the left hand side and slowly go across the screen during the day. It's a very cool theme, and as you can see, it does display the weather. So it's, a little bit stormy out right now, but it's just a very cool looking weather lock screen. And again, it's called LS City Day-Night Animated. So this next theme might look familiar to some of you, considering I just did a review on this lock screen theme. And for those of you that have not seen it, it is called LS Polar Clock. It's got a great animation to it. As you can see, it has kind of ring styles that scroll around in a circle, and they represent the seconds, the minutes, the hours, the day of the week, the day, the month. And it's just a great looking theme. As you can see, the rings actually transition colors as they scroll around. Very cool theme. It's called LS Polar Clock. Coming in at number 4 is called LS iMat Old School. It's another great looking animated lock screen, very minimalistic, with just the analog clock, the little tiny weather widget, and then it displays the date right there. And I just love the look of the analog clock with the seconds hand that scrolls around. Just a very simple lock screen. And again, it's called LS iMat Old School. Coming in at number 3 is called LS Walls Weather. Now, the unique thing about this theme is it will actually change the entire wallpaper or background to display the weather. So there's a bunch of different wallpapers that will switch through depending on the weather. And the other thing I like about it is the way it displays the weather, the time, and all that. So as you can see, it displays it with, you know, the baby blue, the white, and the orange color. It's really eye-popping when you see it in person. And again, this theme is called LS Walls Weather. Coming in at number 2 is definitely a theme you're going to want to enable before you go to your next black tie event. This theme is called LS Striped Clock HD. And when you see this in person, the creator of this theme really put a lot of detail into just fine elements of the analog clock. And if you look at the date, it's got a great look to it, and definitely one of my favorites, especially with the animation of the second hand rolling around there. It just looks really good. Again, this theme is called LS Striped Clock HD, and coming in at number 1 is LS Swap. And as you can see, it is very, very simplistic, and I love the animation that this clock has with the way that it just scrolls through the seconds, the minutes, and the hours. Now this clock does come with 24-hour format only. As you can see, that might be something that would make you not want to use it. It's something that I don't mind. I don't mind if it's a 12-hour clock or a 24-hour clock. I can read both perfectly fine. Again, this theme is called LS Swap, and that sums up my top 10 favorite lock screen themes of July 2012. Now be sure to check the description. You will need a third-party application in order to install a lot of these themes. I will leave the guide for that down in the description, and also included in that guide is some tutorials that I've made on how to remove lock screen elements, how to make these themes work, also how to edit weather widgets, and just a bunch of information I would highly suggest you guys check out, just so you can learn kind of how to make these themes work. Also, make sure that you comment on this video. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer. Also, make sure you throw me a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. This is Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I'll catch you guys later.